What is going on, guys? Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In this video, I want to talk about a specific trading and investing method that you guys could be looking at for the first couple weeks of FIFA 21. This is going to be an amazing video for you guys. This is a great trading tip, how you guys can continuously make coins every single day in the first couple weeks of the year just by trading with meta gold cards. So if you guys are enjoying the FIFA 21 content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here as well. Let's try to get to 4,200 subs by tonight. I think we're like 13 away, and I have about 2 videos coming out. One before this, one you'll see right now. Hopefully we get 13 subs in that time. That'd be awesome. So let's get into it, right? We obviously know that meta golds are going to go up in price. We know that the second that the game comes out, the EA access, the web app, those cards are going to continue to rise every single day until that first or second weekend league. They most likely will stay at that price, and they'll continually gradually rise up. So here is a way for you guys to make coins in that time. A guy like Semedo here, if you see this rise, okay, he continues to rise every single day. Now, I mentioned in the late part of my last video that at 10 p.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. UK time, the market goes at its lowest, or is at one of its lowest points of the day. The reason for that is because there's nobody on the game. Usually people are asleep in the UK time because it's like middle of the night, and it's very late NA time as well. People got work the next day, people got school, so not as many people are on the market, but it'll allow you to make coins because there are still people selling cards on the market at that time. What ends up happening is that, let's just say for example on Friday the 27th, okay, let's go Wednesday the 25th, okay? This Semedo is 20,000 coins. Now, this could mean any of 2 ways. This card was 18,000 coins at its lowest point at 3 a.m. UK time. And on September 25th, it went at its highest at 6, 7, or 8 p.m. UK time at 22. And it evened itself out on the average listing price at 20K. So what I do is, if I know a card has been the same price all day, and then I see like it drop a little bit, right? So if I see a flat line across the whole day, and then at 3 a.m. UK time, it drops a little bit, what's going to happen is I'm going to look for undercuts on that card, because I know that the card the next day is going to continue to go up. So buying in at the lowest point on that day to then sell the next day for 3, 4, 5,000 coins, depending on how much you can get on an undercut, right? So if this Semedo, you know, on that Wednesday is 20,000 coins, okay? That's his average listing price. Don't get it twisted as well, guys. It's an average listing price, so it's not like what he actually went for that day. It's just kind of like a ballpark area, right? So if you look at where he was going, right? You got the September 20th, or no, where was the 25th, right? 20,000 coins today. He then went to 21.5 the next day. So on the 26th, he went up 1,500 coins average listing price. So pretty much he could have went from, you know, 18 on that previous day to 19.5 at his lowest, and then at his highest, instead of 22, might have went to 24. So buying in at 17K the previous day, or 16K, getting in at the lowest point on that previous day, and then selling it at its peak the next day, is how you guys are going to continuously make coins every day on this game. And again, you're going to want to pick players that you know are going to continue to rise. And who are those players? Well, Semedo looked like a great player to do this with last year. Went from 5,000 coins. And this is better than buying a card here and waiting for it to go up to here. Because again, look at this. You're waiting essentially a full month for this card to go up 43,000 coins. Now, it's great. Don't get me wrong. If you could buy 10 of them, and then you're making 500,000 coins. But I think there's more coins in the short term if you buy every single day at its lowest point and then sell at its highest point that next day. And I've told you guys the times. Buying in at 3 a.m. UK time, and even as late as 5 a.m. UK as well. Anytime before 6 p.m. UK time, the market usually is like 10% lower than where it is after 6 p.m. The market, more people are on the game at that time. That's why market power goes up, more coins on the market, and that's why it goes up. This is a great method. This is a really good way for you guys to make coins instead of just having to invest in cards and waiting for a card to rise. I'm not a big fan of buying a card at, let's just say, 15,000 coins here, and then waiting all that time for it to sell here at 25. I'd rather you like continuously buy and sell cards every single night into the next day it's better than investing, in my opinion. Now, cards that are obviously going to rise, Tomato's going to go up. Now, I have the FIFA 21 database here, right? So we'll go through a couple of these cards, who are going to go up, who are not. If you want to take your coins on anything that's under 85 overall, get them out between the first weekend league and the next weekend league, the second weekend league. Last year, it was about 7 days after the full release. So the full release last year was the 27th. It's about 7 days. By the 4th, the first weekend league happened. Then this year, it's obviously the 9th is going to be the first day, right? That first full edition day on the Friday with the one Swatch team. First weekend league is going to be on the 16th to the 18th. And then the following weekend is going to be on the 23rd to the 25th. So you're going to want to get rid of most of your meta cards by the 16th to the 23rd. Now, that's if you plan to just keep them the whole time and then sell them at that time. So guys like, you know, the left backs aren't even a good option. Let's go like right backs. I'll go right backs first for the Premier League. Which ones could go up and which ones won't. Now, get out of here with this PlayStation shit. Right back to right wing back, right? So you got Trent, who will probably hold his price more into like late October, early November time. You probably won't see much of a low in price probably for like a month and a half on a car like this. Ricardo Pereira will probably peak between those 2 weeks. Kyle Walker will probably peak at those 2 weeks as well. João Cancelo will probably peak on that first weekend league. Now this is me just kind of guessing here as to when they'll peak. But again, these are lower rated cards, so you're going to want to get rid of between this first weekend league, which will be the 16th this year, and the second weekend league, which will be on the 23rd. So get out in those 7 days for most of these meta cards. Then you're going to see a drop off, because what happens then, more Team of the Weeks come out, Screen promo comes out, there's more special cards on the market, meaning that gold cards are less in demand because there's other alternatives now. There's more cards coming out, right? So if let's just say that, you know, last year Delaney was an inform, okay? Witsel could only go on for so long at a certain price because there's probably going to be coming out with more CDMs from the Bundesliga that are going to be cheaper or have more supply, right? So, like, you know, Witsel probably would have gone down last year because of Kimmich, right? Kimmich had multiple informs. Delaney had an inform last year. Other Bundesliga CDMs will make him continue to drop in price, as well as the gold supply on the market will continue, and it will make those gold cards go lower and lower over time. The lower rated ones, the under 85s, will go lower quicker, and then the 91s, the 92s, they will kind of go low over time, like the Neymars, the Messis. They'll kind of go down like after like Team of the Year time. They'll start to really, really drop off. But for these lower rated guys, you're going to want to get out before, you know, that 2 week span that I just talked about, the 16th to the 23rd, is when you're going to want to get rid of most of these guys. The Bellerins, you can get out by like the first weekend league usually. If there's any like 80 overall card or 81 that is kind of like really high in that first weekend league, I might take the coins on that, because he's such a low rated that I don't trust that card, let's say a Bellerin, to hold a price like that because of the supply that could come out. What EA does a lot in the beginning of the year is give out a lot of SBCs that are tradable to get supply onto the market without people spending FIFA points. It's a good way for people to get coins. It's a good way for people to, you know, be able to have more supply on the market for certain players, and it obviously drops their price a little bit. So get out within those 2 weeks. That's good. That's going to be when you're going to want to sell most of these guys. That's where the majority of these guys peaked last year. If you look at a guy like Martial, which we were talking about earlier, if I want to show you guys this, he peaked on October 3rd, which is Thursday. Like I said, the first weekend on that Thursday. Marcus Rashford last year. Let me see how much he is. I have my caps lock on for no reason as well. Marcus Rashford last year was at his peak on the 3rd again, but he did keep up a price of 88,000 coins by that following Friday. So that's what I'm talking about, where you can keep the card that next week, but just know you're running a little bit of a risk because you don't know. I mean, you're not going to see like a 50k swing upwards that next week, or you're not going to see a 50k downswing either. You can get out either of those 2 weeks. And like I said, that trading method in the beginning of the video, where you buy cards on the night before for its cheapest price on the market that day, and then you're going to sell it that next day, and you're going to make anywhere between 2,000 coins a card to upwards of 7 or 8k possibly per card. So that's pretty much this video. It's trading and investing with meta gold cards at the start of the year. Like I said, I don't think you guys should be holding those cards for days upon days. I think, you know, making your coins move all the time, going broke, selling a card, going broke again, I think that's the way to go. Always like moving your coins into different things. I like that more at the start of the year. So thank you guys for watching yet another video. If you guys are enjoying the FIFA 21 content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.